Hello friends, this is Amy and thank you for joining me. Let's get crafting. I first wanted to start out telling you I painted a small white or a small terracotta pot. I painted it white. I don't know what happened to the video, but it's gone. Here I am just trimming around a wooden piece that we'll use in the next project. And so the wood piece is 6.5 inches, so this is approximately 8 inches in diameter. Just trim that around. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm folding it over and then I'm just kind of playing around with it to see how I can make a little hat for the top of my terracotta pot there. And when it's where you want it, then we're just going to put it down with hot glue so it stays. This is a nice project. We don't have any sewing involved, and it went really fast and easy and turned out really cute in the end. If you haven't guessed already, we're making a little snowman. So I'm taking a little of that black thread or string and I'm just tying it off, and then I will take a scissors and trim it on the top there, and then I actually use the same scissors and put little snips in the end, and that's to help it have a little frayed look. This is one of the mop refills from Dollar Tree. I just pulled out one string. It came out pretty easy. And with that, I'm just using that as a border for my little hat and just put that down with hot glue. And there was some left over, so I think you could make quite a few of these. And you can see my little dots there. If you want to make some perfect little round dots, take the end of a paintbrush and put it in your black paint. You can practice a little bit like I did and just go over it. Just be real careful and do your dots. And they'll make perfect little round eyes. And then I took some of the pumpkin Waverly chalk paint. I love the Waverly chalk paint, so I used that just to paint on a little nose. And that isn't anything special either. It's just basically dragging it across and adding just a little bit more paint where the nose would go into the snowman. And again, using the dots where I'm just making a little smile, and I'm using a smaller paintbrush end and just taking my time and putting those in. At that time I was thinking I would put some little cheeks on there, but I believe I forgot. And here I am just putting on more of that pretty green fabric just along the bottom, just to give it a little finishing touch. If you wanted to make it look like a scarf, you can leave a couple of ends out. I just wrapped it around. And then trim it off, the extra. And now your little, well, before I go to that, I did add a silver bell to that just to give it a little more jazz to it, or give it a little more interest. And then at this point too, you could add some glue and make a little hanger. And the last thing I did was I took a toothpick, dipped it in the white paint just to make some little light reflection for your snowman eyes. I want to thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. This is a collaboration. It's Christmas in July. And I was thinking, oh, do I want to do this? But yes, it was fun to do. So here is our Christmas in July invitation. I'm happy that you're here. And our host is Mama Dares to DIY. She is a very talented lady. I love her videos because she's a lot of fun. She's got a lot of fun, very quality crafts on her video, her channel. And her co-host is Keisha at Sweet Urban Rose, another very talented lady with some very fun videos. Please check these ladies out. DIY number 2. Okay, I'm using that 6.5 inch board or piece of wood circle. I got these, I picked them up at Michael's. And I'm just painting this whole thing white and just setting it aside to dry. And the Waverly chalk paint dries pretty fast. Here I'm just showing that I got a package of 6 from Walmart, and these must be approximately, I'm thinking maybe 3.5 to 4 inches. I'm using the color Scallion to paint it, that smaller piece. And then I'm using the colors Fern, Crimson, and Scallion again. And if you can see, I've got a very slight outline of that smaller circle, so I know where to put my other circles that you can see. I'm just using little things that I have. I don't throw things away. I think I could probably use that, and sure enough, I'm using it. Just little spools of where I've gotten some thread. This is just some embossing powder, and so I'm using these different sizes with the different colors to make some circles, and adding just enough paint so I can see where to paint. And I will fill those in a little bit. So when it looks visibly, good to where you think it's good enough, then you can start filling them in. I do want to thank you again for stopping in. I'm now excited a little bit to do some of these DIY the ornaments and things like that. I feel like I may do a little series myself. Here I am just adding some dots with the end of the paintbrush, red dots, and coloring in the fern green. And just take your time and enjoy yourself. It's a lot of fun. I've got the scallion done, and now I'm going on to the crimson red. Here I have some Dollar Tree, there's stickers. Everything's dry, and I'm going to put those stickers on that smaller circle, and I'm making the word joy. And it barely fit on there, but it worked. And then rather than put hot glue on the back, I did put some different kind of adhesive. You could use wood glue if you wanted, or just your regular white craft glue like I had there. And I did weight it down so it dried completely and wouldn't fall off. And then here I'm just adding in some black dots so it can kind of coordinate with the black joy that's on there. I kind of like to tie everything together. And this is the finished project, kind of a little to sit, something to sit there and kind of accent anything else that you may want to accent. And I really had a lot of fun, and I hope you get some inspiration from this and can make something yourself. And I want to thank you again for stopping by. I hope that you like what I've done. I'm going to make lots more fun things. I appreciate you stopping in. Please subscribe and like, and we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.